How do you think it went? Thanks.
So, introduce yourself. Tell us who you are.
My name is Chris Lee. I'm the founder of the full-scale Falcon project.
And I'm Leah Lee, his wife.
So what inspired you to do this project?
As we were just talking about, when I was 12 years old and saw Star Wars for the first time, in the scene when they're walking down the stairs into the hangar bay and the camera shows the ship for the first time, and Luke Skywalker says, "What a piece of junk." I had the exact opposite reaction. As a 12-year-old kid, I was like, that is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life, and I really want one. I don't even know what it is yet, but this is so cool, I gotta have one. And it's that 38 years later, we're on our way.
So give us a little bit of the history about this project and why it's starting now.
In 2005, I just took the plunge and said, gotta get going on this or it's never gonna happen. One of the first things we did was just start, when I say we, I'm talking about hundreds of guys and girls that are involved in the project, was to research primarily because we're going to build something physical. The first thing we need to know is how large is it, what are the plans, the shapes, the materials, all those kind of things. And what became remarkably difficult but apparent at first was that there was no true dimension to it because it had been built as movie sets only. It didn't really exist as a complete ship. And the problem with movie sets are that they're only designed to last for a couple of weeks and then they're torn apart, so the construction methods are not permanent at all. And they were built as both interior sets and exterior sets. And the interior sets like this were full size. People could walk around and sit in them the size they're supposed to be. But the large exterior sets were built smaller. Hollywood tricks with forced perspective and different camera lenses could make them look larger, but they were never as large as they needed to be. So you could not fit the interior sets into the exterior sets. So we had to figure out, well, then how big do the exterior sets need to be scaled up in order to fit the interiors in? And I came up with a set of dimensions that were, pretty big. But unbeknownst to me, and I found out a few years later, a gentleman in Australia had done the same amount of research fully a decade earlier than me, and had come up with about the same numbers that I came up with. And then we met a guy through the internet who was doing a 3D model of part of the cockpit as a school project, animation project in college. He had come up with roughly the same numbers. And then I'm friends with two professional illustrators who were contracted by Lucasfilm to do a book of blueprints for the Star Wars universe. They had to do the same research, and they came up with the same numbers, and those numbers are official because they're blessed by Lucasfilm. So the ship is officially about 114 feet long and about 82 feet wide across edge to edge. And that is almost 200% larger than it is in the second film. So when you see the renderings that we've done of the ship, it just looks gigantic, especially with a 6-foot human rendered in next to it. But that literally is how big it needs to be to stand up and walk around and have everything.
So how can fans like us and our fellow geeksmiths get involved in this project?
If you go to fullscalefalcon.com, which is our project website, you can, sorry.
All right, here we go.
We have discussion forums, we have progress, photos, and all kinds of information on there about what we're doing with the project. And when we get to the point where we're going to have multiple people working together in the same place, right now everything is spread out all over the country. When we start bringing people together and working in the same place, we'll definitely be scheduling these events, and we'll be doing it all through the website. So if you want to be part of the project, get on the website, sign up, get to know everyone, and we'll see you soon.
All right. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us.
Thank you.